I woke up this morning hungry for a thrift. Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Thrift and Gift, quite possibly my favorite series that we do over here. If you're new here, hi, hello, first, I'm Michel. This series is basically my dream come true. This is where I choose one of you and I deep dive all about you, where you live, what you do, what your dreams are, what your activities look like, and most importantly, your dream wardrobe mood board. And then I do my very best to thrift you a capsule wardrobe straight from your mood board, or as close as I can possibly get. And I have seen your requests that I do a plus size thrift. So today, I would love to introduce you to our friend Chasity. This was her subject line of her email: type 2 diabetic and PCOS girly reclaiming her confidence, plus size, effortless, classic, casual chic. So I am excited to deep dive into her board, but first I would love to read you a little blurb that she wrote about herself so that you can get to know her a little bit better. I'm 33 years old and I've been married for 2 years to my amazing husband, Brandon. I reside in Baltimore where I was born and raised. I have a bachelor's degree in English writing, I love to write, and a master's degree in IT. I love computers. Dang girl. That's impressive. I was diagnosed with PCOS and type 2 diabetes in November 2021, just 9 months after losing my dad to complications of type 2 diabetes. I'm so sorry for your loss. She says, it's been a roller coaster. For a long time, I felt like I had no control over my body, which is a scary feeling as a woman. And recently, I've been taking back that control. This is the best that I felt. Hell yeah. My husband and I are also on a journey to parenthood, but as you can imagine, with PCOS, it's a little difficult. With this newfound confidence, I'm trying to figure out my style and would love an opportunity to receive some pieces from you. Well, girly, buckle up. Wish list. This is the important part. Pants. She wants loose, flowy, stretchy pants. Cardigans. Graphic tees. She likes to shop in the men's department for graphic tees, which in men's sizes is normally like an XL. Flowy skirts. And then things of what she loves and hates. She loves most things. I don't hate much except for a ribbed material that clings to my body. I've recently gotten into flats. I love all colors, including black. I love sneakers and crocheted bags. So it sounds like maybe we should hit up the shoe aisle. She did give me her shoe size, which a lot of people don't give me their shoe size, so that's fun. She likes things to be slightly oversized, but not super baggy. And with that, let's take a little deep dive into her mood board. Let's see if we can see any recurring themes or things that she seems really gravitated towards. And then we'll go to the thrift store. Okay, her mood board is so cute. I am seeing a lot of like button-ups that are worn open in the front, which I do love. I feel like that's just very effortless, very chic. Also, I do see some very fun kind of like shacket, almost like barn jacket, shacket type of pieces. Baltimore, it gets cold there, right? Good morning, Baltimore. Yeah, it gets, according to Hairspray, it gets cold there. Okay, so we could do jackets. I also see a lot of tiered pieces, whether it's a tiered maxi dress or tiered maxi skirt. Those are quite trendy, so I'm hoping that they're not too swooped up here. Also, there's this one photo. Oh gosh, it would be so sick if we could find something like this. Chances are very slim, but these like gingham checkered wide leg long line shorts. And then with that, she has a button up short sleeve shirt that she like kind of half tucked in this inspo photo. I love that. What else do we see here? I see oversized sweaters. Of course, cardigans. Cardigans are one of the things on our list. Okay, I don't know why. Every time I try to shop for cardigans, I can't find cardigans like on the mood board of the person that I'm shopping for. I think it's because the button-down cardigans were recently made so popularized by French brands like Cezanne, and now people are looking for Cezanne dupes, and all of theirs are just buttoned all the way down the front. So I think because of that, those get swooped up pretty quick too, but maybe we'll get lucky today. Also, she has some really cute accessories penned. I see dainty gold watches and jewelry. Maybe we can look at the jewelry case. I never really look in there because I get intimidated by the fact that you have to like cut the line to see. She has really cute crocheted bags, quite a few of them on here. And then I want to like look a little closer at the shoes that are penned. A lot of sneakers, which she said she liked. I do see a lot of leopard print. I see a lot of stripes. I see a lot of gingham, and I see a lot of like retro band tees. Ooh, and leopard print. Did I already say that? There's a lot of leopard print at the lower part of her board. So pattern is fun. I like it. I will say I am very aware that with plus size sizing, we are going to be a little more limited on our options. So I am really hopeful that I do her proud and that I do a good job and that I find things that will fit her comfortably, but also just feel so cute and chic, just like this mood board. So we'll see what the thrift store has in store for us. I have to hop on a quick meeting before we go, but then let's hit the road, baby. I did have to park a bit far, but I'm not gonna let that get me down. That does not mean we're gonna have bad juju. We're gonna have good juju. I can feel it in my bones. Positive thoughts, cute clothes at our fingertips. Okay, I'm actually going to start in accessories for the first time and see if we can't find any sort of crocheted bag. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. Wait, this has potential. Oh, this is kind of crocheted. Would you consider that crocheted? Let me look back at our board. Oh, what is this? Okay, the crocheted bags on her board definitely have more like spaces in the holes than these, meaning I think that this is actually going to be our closest. Like, look at this material. Look at this material. That's actually not too far off. And she has some bright colors on here too, so she's not afraid of color. I am getting a little distracted. I found tap shoes for my friend that wants to take tap with me but doesn't have tap shoes currently. They're literally her size. So I gotta get that. Okay, looking at shoes. Looking at shoes. Okay, I fear shoes were a bit of a strikeout. Whenever I would find a pair that I thought was cute and pick them up, they weren't the right size. So maybe I'll do a second loop again later. Sometimes I miss things the first time that I see it the second time. So we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna make my way to maybe dresses. Let's try that. Okay, I pulled some things that could possibly work in her sizing that I just want to go look at a little bit closer. But like I found this one new with tags, and this is a 2X, and she has some kind of denim dresses. This is a jumpsuit though. It has a ruffle. I don't know how she feels about ruffles, but we'll look at it closer in a minute. Okay, here's some shirt options I found for her. She says that she prefers men's extra large. This one is not vintage, but it says Flow Sundays Spin Club, like a record club. This is a XX. So I think it's really cute. Most of her tees are like cream though. These are men's large, but they look like an oversized fit. I feel like this one's really cool with all the like Western things on it. This one is new with tags. It's Jack's Surf Shop. Look at how cool the back is. And I was holding it up to the XX, and these large are not that far off from the XX, and she's normally an XL men's. So I'm like, are these just like an oversized fit? Maybe we could get away with it. I'm not quite sure. So I'm holding on to all of them for now, and we will assess. We will think about it. Honestly, shirts are usually such a great price. That one's 10 and 4 that I could just give them all to her and be like, I hope one of these fits the way you like. Better to oversend than under, you know? Am I crazy, or is this cardigan on her Pinterest board like so kind of similar vibes to this one? This is so soft. The thing is it is a large, but it's worn open and it's like a baggy fit, so I can't decide. Look at how cute. I'm getting distracted again. This is not the mission. I just love those little bows and little pearls. Okay, onward. These shorts that I love, you could almost make them out of these pants and get these cut, like hemmed, but not quite the right size. But so close, right? Okay, I found 2 options for linen-y beach pants, and the correct size, this one is a bit of like a cooler tone linen, and this is a warmer tone pleated linen. I like this tone better, but this has the cinch waist, which means we'd have a little more flexibility. So I kind of feel like this is the better bet. I'm really trying to hunt down something leopard print. I feel like the shape of the skirt would be great if you could find it. Ooh, sorry, always put back what you take off. Some other options. Let's check the sizing on these. Ooh, this one's fun. Literally no size tag on that, so never mind. How about you? Oh, this one might. I don't like this type of leopard print as much though. Okay, I just found this skirt in her size, and I am obsessed with the asymmetrical lines on it. I feel like it could look really cool with one of the like vintage tees on her board. I don't know if it would necessarily pair with any of the ones that we found, but like a nice flowy A-line skirt with a vintage tee kind of half tucked. Okay, she has so many button downs on her board, so I was walking up and down the aisles and I was about to give up. And then literally as I go, well, maybe not, this one pops up. Look, I love the kind of retro red stripe. From afar it looks pink, and then close up there's those red stripes, and it's just so good. Also, I found this one. This one sizing would work. I just can't quite decide if it gives cool girl or if it gives like menswear. A little torn. This was the last thing on my list, and literally as I was walking up I was going, please Lord, please Lord, please Lord. Men's XL. She has so many cool like denim. They're not shackets, they're just kind of like button downs. And I really hope this will be the one. Okay, now I need to go sort through all of this. Thoughts and prayers. I fear I went a little overboard. Shipping this is gonna be an adventure. Okay. I drove home so fast to have a little snack and drink a little caffeine because I would not take no for an answer from that thrift store. That was the longest time I've ever spent in a thrift store because I was just so determined. And in hindsight, I think I did pretty okay. There are some kind of funky things in here. There's actually one thing I haven't showed you all at all yet, and it might be a bit of a wild card, but let me reference the pins that inspired it. She had a couple. She has 2 pins, like literally, okay, look at this pin. Look at this shirt. Collared, gray, navy, and like a bit of a red striped long sleeve. Did I find the exact same shirt? Like, tell me that is not literally almost identical. I actually did find it in the men's section. This one, I didn't even get to show y'all in the thrift store, but I was so stoked about how identical that is. You ready to say good job, Michel, one more time? This pen she has, do you see this like canvas shacket in her size? I feel like this is yet again so cool girl. It's a nice material too. I love the seam that goes straight down the back. This one, the only difference from her pen is this one is zipper and that one is button, but I kind of like the zipper because you can like zip it halfway. You could wear something like a little date night-ish underneath and like have that as a layered piece. You could wear it fully open. I'm stoked. I know we already looked at this in the store together, but her crocheted bags, right? Like, also, is it new with tags? Oh no, somebody must have gifted it to someone because it has a gift tag on it. So cute. I love the pop of color. I think that it is closer to her pins than I could have ever dreamed of finding, and it just jumped out as soon as we walked in that door, so felt like that was a bit of a god wink. Okay, this one isn't exact. I don't know how she's gonna feel about it, but she has some maxi denim dresses. That one is really cute. But I did find, new with tags, this is a denim jumpsuit. It is maxi. It is the same shade of blue as the inspiration photo. Something I do love about it as well is it has a cinch waist built into it. I don't know, the ruffle, I don't know if that's quite her vibe. Actually, let me look back, see if she's got any ruffles. I think she's more of a structured collar kind of girl and less of a ruffle kind of girl. Perhaps if it's too much, this could be altered into some really fun wide leg denim pants, because that was specifically on her request, were comfy, wide leg, flowy pants. Okay, I really went back and forth on getting this, but I was looking at everything else I got and I was like, we don't have a ton of super bright color. There was this cardigan on there. As you can see, there's the orange, there's the hot pink, there's the gray, it's a chunky knit. It's just so close that I think we have to do it. The thing is the size is not quite right, but also I think it's literally new with tags because it has a replacement button still on it. Anywho. It is so stretchy, comfy, cozy, and it is meant to be worn open. And I was holding this up to other cardigans that were different sizes, larger sizes, and I was like, this is actually a slouchier, comfier fit than some that are 2 sizes up from this. So I'm hoping that this is a nice, comfy, cozy fit on her. She has so many linen-y, beachy, wide leg pants on her board. Here's one. This one is a bit more of a trouser style. It's pleated and it has belt loops. Here's another. This one is a little bit more of like a drawstring, relaxed type of style. As you saw, I found one of each of those in the thrift store. One was pleated, kind of more trousery. One was drawstring. And I just figure, since I'm thrifting for someone, not myself, always choose the drawstring option. These are nice too. This is a Talbots, is that how you say that brand? 100% linen, baby. These are real linen pants. No faux linen here, no blend, none of that. I think the pockets in the back are so cute too with the little buttons. These are like luxe, you know? These are nice, if I do say so myself. This girl loves a button-down collared shirt, and there's this one on her Pinterest. Look at this. Can you tell? Can you tell that that is red striped? I was so stoked to find this. I was so stoked. I was going up and down all the shirts. Nothing was the right style. Nothing was the right size. I was feeling discouraged. As I said in my mind, fine, I'm gonna go look for something else. This just went, oh, that's a good layer right there. Okay, so she has so much leopard print on her board. Here's another example, like a lot of it. She also has a lot of maxi skirts and specifically is looking for something like that. So I really wanted to find her, I would have loved to find a tiered maxi skirt, and I really wanted to find something leopard print. I couldn't find anything I loved of either of those, but I did find a skirt with leopard print. It's just this type of leopard print, I'm not sold on it. I feel like it could be styled in a way to where I would then be sold on it. I don't know. I just kept kind of going back and forth and back and forth. And then I was like, you know what? I have to get a skirt. Like if I walked out without a skirt, wait, I forgot. We did get another skirt. Maybe I didn't need to buy this one. Speaking of skirts, I almost forgot this one and I love this one. I will say there's nothing exactly like this on her board. So I went off script a little bit here, but I just think that this is such a cool skirt. I love the fact that from afar, you're like, is that linen? Is that denim? And I love the asymmetrical little like frayed edge hems, seams, hems. Hems are at the bottom, seams are in the middle. Seams. But I just feel like this paired with sneakers and a graphic tee and like maybe like a cool leathery jacket or worn with one of her button downs open over a tank and the sneakers as well. She has a lot of really cool sneaker fits with skirts and dresses. I just feel like this would do it. Yet again, tie waist, cinch waist, you know I love that. You know I love that. Okay, literally look at how many times, this is just a few, that there are like a denim collared button up long sleeve shirt situation on her board. And then we found it. It's like a washed, lived in type of denim. It's not stiff. It's not like too dark of a blue. I feel like for shirts, sometimes I don't like too rich of a blue. I want it to feel like you stole it from dad's closet from the 80s. So I feel like this is kind of perfect. I'm really so stoked. I'm so stoked. It was the last thing really on my list that I was hoping to find. I found all those graphic tees in the men's section and I couldn't quite commit. I didn't quite know. Most of the graphic tees on her board are like a cream or a white with a super distressed vintagey graphic over top. There is this one that I love that is paired with a skirt and it's like a little bit of a gray green. So with that, I put back the kind of tan shirts and I went ahead and got this one. I do love the fact that it's like a spin club, not the type on bikes. That type does not sound fun, but the type with music, that type does sound fun. It's super soft. The size is correct. And I think it's just a fun little something different that would pair so good with some of the skirts. Actually, this with the leopard print skirt, I could be into. I feel like I would like that. Plus the elastic waist on that skirt makes it really good for a little French tuck because it will hold a little like side tuck in place all day. Could be a look. To this day, the thing that I have never lucked out on is finding a perfect button-down cardigan at the thrift store. But I was pleased to say and to find something that is very cozy. I did want to get her like a nice fall knit, and she has some kind of like oatmeal cream knit sweaters on her board. I found this really cute quarter zip in her size, and it is the yummiest oatmeal color. I just love this color. This color is very luxe, just kind of like the same as the linen, how it has the little flecks of like a lighter and a darker thread all mixed within it. This is a pretty heavy knit. Seriously, UPS, USPS is gonna be so mad at me. I was just looking for any comfy, flowy, wide leg pants. She does have some like fun chocolate brown pant options on her board. Last minute, I found these pants. These are super flowy, wide leg. This is like a little bit lighter of a brown, but almost like a terracotta. But the feel of these, insane. Like the stretch, do you see that? I thought that this could hopefully be a good addition. They just feel great. So I'm excited to hear from her. So is Max on. What are you saying? I'm excited to hear from her if this is something that she's like, oh, these are out of the house pants. Or if she's like, oh, these are lounge pants. And I'm stoked on it. Stay tuned until the end of this episode to see all the feedback from last episode's recipient. But first, before we do that, I love to show you guys the final stacks as I'm like getting everything ready to be packaged up and shipped out. Because I feel like when everything is like nicely folded and stacked together, you can really get a better feel for the haul and all the different like colors and textures. So here's the first stack. We got, you know, our kind of more felt, our stripes, our denim. Look at all of those yummy colors together. And then our colorful stack, we got our really fun wild card cardigan in it's kind of like a mermaid aquamarine bag, I'm realizing. But as y'all know, whenever I have little goodies on hand, I like to add in a few little treats, make it feel a little bit like a PR situation. So this is what I have on hand that I'm gonna throw into her box today. First, this is a scalp serum. This is from Living Proof. It's scalp care and density serum. A skin serum, different brand. I know packaging looks very similar, but this is from Skin Fix. This is their barrier skin serum. And then I have a fun little face mask, a matcha tea face mask from Sephora. And then lastly, I thought that this blush color would be so pretty on her. This is from Benefit, and it's like a terracotta, it's a nice warm fall kind of tone. So I'm super excited to get this all packaged up. My issue is I never have the right size box on hand. So I do need to go box hunting. Every time I film one of these, I'm like, oh, I have so many boxes. And then I look at the boxes and I'm like, that's not gonna be the right size. So, okay, feedback time. If you haven't watched the last episode, I highly recommend you go back and watch that before seeing the feedback from it. No spoilers, okay? Also, it was just such a fun episode. It's the one where we thrifted a Rachel from Friends inspired wardrobe. And we have our feedback from Emery. Oh, I just love this so much. I'm just gonna read verbatim what she had to say. She said, Michel, when I opened this box, all I could think of was the Rachel Green quote. Wow, I could so easily freak out right now. You truly nailed the aesthetic I envisioned. I love the versatility of these pieces, and like you had said, everything works so well together as a true capsule wardrobe. A special shout out to your front parking spot at the thrift store for this good omen. First, the green top. The neckline is so fun and retro, and I love this color as a redhead. I enjoy wearing green, but I've never worn this key lime shade before and will be on the lookout for more of this color in the future. The tie corset situation in the back is so funky and fun. Also, the fit of this is houndstooth vest. Michel, what an amazing find. The University of Alabama is known for houndstooth print, and I cannot believe you found something like this in Cali. Crazy. It fits like a glove, and I love that I can dress this up or down. 10 out of 10. The black tank. The fit was perfect, and it is so cohesive with the long skirt as well. I love that it's elevated with the material and looks more put together. A great layering piece with a denim jacket like you suggested. The green cardigan. You achieved my button cardigan dreams. Okay, so I did find one button cardigan once, but it's different, okay? It's a different type of button cardigan. You get it. Such a buttery soft material, and the olive color is so flattering. When the humidity dies down, I will be grabbing for this often. The Rampage vest. I was unaware of this brand until I looked at the comments of this video, and I realized how iconic 90s this is. The shape of it really goes well with my body type, and this will work for my upcoming presentation days. Yeah! The denim top. When I put on this top, it immediately reminded me of an episode of Friends seeing Rachel in something exactly like this. I have a small bust, which is why I do not care for low cut tops, but when I put this on, it made me feel so confident with the cut. Obsessed with this top, she said in all caps. The shacket. You were so accurate when you said it was Lorelai Gilmore coated. A perfect fall jacket. Love the colors and the big button details. Cannot wait to go get coffee while wearing this, just like Lorelai would. I am now in the market for some Fry brown boots because I see your vision. Brown skirt. I had never heard of the Halara brand before, but it was so rare to actually find a mini skirt that is cute and stretchy. The built-in shorts are a perfect added touch for comfort. Yay for finding a mini skirt. Long skirt. I have already worn this skirt to a school event and could not believe how comfortable it was, and the length was perfect. The elastic is great. When I wore it, I had the buttons facing the back just to experiment, and I think I could wear it both ways. The sweater. A true vintage sweater is almost impossible impossible to find when I go thrifting, and I was stoked that you found this after putting back the other sweater. Literally almost identical vibes to what I had penned, and this delivered. There's a hole in the armpit area. Sorry, I didn't notice that, but it can easily be hemmed. Thank goodness for alterations. Wild card pieces, the scarf top, 10 out of 10. I'm obsessed with this piece. It's giving luxe and it's so unique and, dare I say, a little sexy. I'll be wearing this for getting cocktails with my gal pals or for a date night with my boyfriend. You look so good in it. Wow, yeah, you're giving like money in that. The square patterned guest dress. I saw many mixed reviews in the comments on this dress, and I want to say it is Emery approved. Trademarked. I was really feeling myself in this. I've never worn a dress like this, and it's vintage guess, and the curved shape / opening at the bottom I love. My boyfriend's thoughts on this dress were worth noting. Quote, "This dress is sick," and he proclaimed that this is his favorite item of the haul. Okay. Wanted to thank you for all the items plus the other fun goodies you included that made me feel like a celeb. I'm now on the hunt for a perfect vintage bag with a buckle like the inspo pictures from Vivrel, and I've added a Vivrel membership to my Christmas wish list. I love this so much. Reading y'all's words out loud, even though I've read this before filming this, I get a little choked up every single time. So pardon. If you would like to submit yourself to be a future culprit, we are now up to 1,500-ish submissions, but that doesn't mean you can't be selected. I want you to stand out, okay? I want you to make your subject line so clicky and interesting that I just can't help but thrift for you next. This is how you submit. Send me an email to michelthriftsandgifts@gmail.com. I need a lot of information from you, okay? I need a little bit about yourself. Give me your backstory. Give me the lore. I need your sizing. I need what you like, what you don't like. I need what you're in the market for, your dream wish list. Very important, I need your mood board. A Pinterest link is great. You could also just make me an image mood board if that's better for you. I need your address, very important. I need pictures of you or a link to your social media, whatever is easiest, so that I can picture who I'm shopping for. I found that's so helpful. Literally, the more the merrier. Sometimes I find someone and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And then they're missing one key thing, like their address or their sizing or something that I need. So just give me all you got. Okay. I cannot wait for the next episode of this. And hopefully we will have a well-worded review, an honest but well-worded review from Chasity in the next episode, because she does have her degree in writing. So I'm really excited to hear her words, and I'm excited to get this in the mail. I love y'all. Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in another video very soon.